Hello, I'm Hazel, a mindful wedding coach and tarot reader. So I like to do mindful wedding coaching, just wedding coaching, but adding in tarot readings and oracle readings to kind of get to the bottom of your wedding day issues. But I thought what I'd do here, because I like to do lots of tarot, I'm looking through some of my favourite decks. So today I'm looking through the Fairy Tarot deck. So if this is a deck that you were thinking of buying at some point, then I'm going to show you the cards and might help you decide whether you want it or not. So first things first, here's the box. Fairy Oracle deck by Radleigh Valentine. Illustrations by Howard David Johnson. So it just says Fairy Tarot around the sides, and then Fairy Royalty helps you wear your invisible crown. It's a little bit of information on the back there about the deck, and also it comes with this little guidebook as well, which talks about the different decks, the different cards, and with this deck they're not called wands, cups, pentacles or swords. It's called spring, summer, autumn and winter. So that's the main difference with this deck, and also it's oracle card size. So for example, this is the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, so you can see it is like oracle card size deck, so not as easy to shuffle, but they're very nice cards. And these ones, look at that, they got this silver, metallic silver on the edges, which is really lovely. A little bit more difficult to shuffle because of the size of them, but I won't shuffle them now because I've got them all in the right order to show you. So we're going to go through the major arcana first, and some of them have all got slightly different names as well, and a different approach. So, and also with this deck, as you'll see, this one's the Fool, but it's called the Dreamer. There's little words at the bottom. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. So this is quite good if you're new to tarot, because it gives you a few key words to help you with it. But these cards I find they're quite loving in the kind of the words they're giving you. They're not scary. So if you don't like any kind of scary images, then these cards are lovely. And also they're based around Glastonbury tour. So here you can see there's Glastonbury tour in the distance. This fairy is setting off to Glastonbury. So that's that one. So the Dreamer is the Fool, the Magician. It seems to be a little bit further up the path, the Glastonbury tour, actually. See here, it's just to be a bit closer. The High Priestess. Trusting your intuition, it says. The Empress. Time to take action, power of creativity. Emperor. Use logic and structure to increase your success. This was Unity, which is the same as the Hierophant. Do the right thing for the right reason. Lovers, like this wedding. True love that is long lasting. Choices made from the heart of return to good health. Chariot. Success that comes from dedication. Justice. So this has actually got strength and justice round the other way to some other decks. This has justice at 8 instead of number 11. The Hermit. The Wheel. Strength. This one's called Awakening instead of the Hanged Man. He's got balancing that yin and yang on his foot. The Death card is called Release. Temperance is called Balance. The Devil is called Ego, the illusion of being trapped. The Tower is called Life Experience. Getting closer to the Glastonbury tour. The Star, look to the future with hope and optimism. The Moon, powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear. The Sun, Judgment is called Renewal. Review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future. In the World, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So yeah, you've got more information in the guidebook as well. So if you need to look up information about each card, it's in there as well. But there are these little bits of wording which go with them, and I find that the wording just really makes sense when I'm doing readings. So for example, I was doing one the other day. I was doing a love reading, like where will you find love, and the last card was how will you find love, and the sentence on the card, the first line was love comes suddenly. So it's not just kind of the traditional meaning, but sometimes the actual phrase on the card will really kind of come into its own and just be exactly what you need to hear just at the right time, which I do like about this deck. And they've also got different colours around the outside, which makes it quite easy to find the right card. So this is the Spring deck, which is the Spring section, which is the same as the Wands. Then we've got Ace of Spring, time to take action. Two of Spring, a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Three of Spring, plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Four of Spring, be grateful, you have much to celebrate. Five of Spring, opposing goals arising from different opinions. Six of Spring, wonderful news is on its way, the equivalent of the Six of Wands. Seven of Spring, be assertive, don't back down from what you believe. Eight of Spring, stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. Nine of Spring, protect the fruits of your labours, prepare for possible challenges. 10, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighted down by too many responsibilities. So I think this is a really good deck for learning the meanings of tarot cards. Princess of Spring. So at the top it will give an idea of the characteristics. If it was a person, this would be somebody who's optimistic, enthusiastic, creative or energetic. But then it also gives it if it's a situation. So this card would be, it's time to go after your dreams, do something that expands your horizons, let your creativity take flight. So that's the good thing about these court cards. It differentiates between, is it a person or is it an event or a situation. Got the Prince, the Queen and the King. And the Cups is Summer. Ace, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. Two of Summer, falling in love, making a serious commitment. 3, newsworthy, celebrating. 4, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. 5, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on what frightens or worries you. 6, children or childhood, return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently, how they might occur. You've got the Seven of Summer, like this one. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Eight of Summer, desire for a more meaningful life. Nine of Summer, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. 10 of Summer, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. Princess, which is the equivalent of the Page. So this says the Princess of Summer is gentle, sensitive, kind, but inexperienced. And as the situation, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, compassionate friend you share your concerns with. Prince, which is the equivalent of the Knight. So romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. So it's the equivalent of the Knight of Cups. Or falling in love suddenly. That's the one that came up in the reading. Queen of Summer. Loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive. King of Summer. Romantic partner you can trust. And then the Autumn cards, which is the equivalent of the Pentacles. So you can see the colour scheme in these ones are very autumny and earthy. The Ace, windful of money, advice or assistance from others, successful project. 2, bringing fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, an exceptional talent for multitasking. 3, follow your passion when it comes to your career, be the best at what you can do. The 4 of Autumn, manage your resources wisely. Keep a balance in how you spend and save. The 5, reach out for others for assistance. 6, the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money. 7, have patience and don't worry, take time to rest and plan your next steps. 8, do more research before proceeding, education in the form of seminars, going back to school or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. 9, reward yourself for all your hard work. 10 of Autumn, equivalent 10 of Pentacles, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments, planning for retirement. And then the Princess, which is the equivalent of the Page, studious, responsible, cheerful and mischievous. Situation, happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly. Prince, Queen, very practical with respect to how you proceed. King, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So yeah, what I like with these cards, so obviously as it says, it's got the court cards, it's got personality if it's a person, and then situation, so it makes it easier for court, because sometimes getting to understand the court cards can be quite difficult, but it kind of makes a bit more sense when you've got the words on the cards. Now we've got the winter cards, which is the equivalent of the swords. You know what the swords cards are like, well I expect you do. So we'll see what these how these ones are different. So we've got the Ace, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. Important to communicate amazing new ideas that should be implemented. 2, indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. 3 of Winter, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation, sadness that will heal with time. 4. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep or vacation. 5. Walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, or something that's not worth the effort. In the booklet there is more information on those. There are just a few sentences that stand out you can talk around. 6 of winter. Positive changes are on their way. Welcome relief from troubled times. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. 7. 8. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. 9. I like the imagery in this one. So it is somebody sat up in bed worrying. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. And 10. Resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of addiction or codependency. And then we've got Princess of Winter, which is the page. Prince of Winter, intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. Need to act quickly and decisively. Queen of Winter, someone who's strong, patient, self-sufficient and funny. And it's about let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. And the King of Winter, get advice from someone professional, objective, public speaking and emotional relationships. So that's the swords cards, well, the winter cards, which is the equivalent of the swords. And I do think the way it puts the words, these little sentences on the cards, is quite good at making the point, because there's normally one of the sentences out of the 3, or the little sayings on there, that really fit the rest of the cards. So if you're doing a spread with more than one deck, which I often do, I often might do 3 decks. If you get a couple of cards the same and one of them's from this deck, you can really hone in on which is the card meaning for you. It's got quite a nice sound. I like the way this, I mean it is big. I mean you can see my hands are struggling to get around this deck, but it is a nice deck. But it is, yeah, like oracle size deck. But yeah, so that's the Fairy Tarot deck for you. So that's the back of the deck. And it doesn't do reversals. So everything is the right way up all the way through. So there you go. So I really like this deck. I use it a lot when I'm doing my wedding readings, because it is a loving deck. So even the negative cards are got a positive spin on them. So if you're doing a reading for somebody, and they might be quite scared of tarot, or they don't really know what it's about, seeing a card that says ego is less scary than seeing a card that says the devil. Seeing one that says transformation is less scary than one that says death. So that's what this deck's got going for it. It's the wording and the way it is, and also it's got this lovely silver colour. So there you go. That's the Fairy Tarot, and that's my little review of it. I think it's a great deck, and yeah, if you like decks that are along that line, then I would heartily recommend it. And I will do more reviews of other decks again. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.